Om. 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 शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. Hari Om. Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, auspicious, holiest of the holy, the most divine temple which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We are going through the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. First few shlokas, Paramatma explains about Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, he puts an equation. Karma Yoga equals Sannyasa equals Tyaga. Karma Yogi equals Sannyasi equals Tyagi. So this is one kind of equation that he has drawn now. He has concluded now. Then in a few shlokas he explained about Jnana Yoga. From shloka number 18 to shloka number 40 he explains various topics. Jnana, Karma, Karta. How they are divided into Sattvika, Rajasika and Tamasika. Each one is divided. We have seen the division of Jnana, Karma, and we were going through Karta. We have already seen 26, shloka number 26, that is Sattvika Karta. Let us just go through that, brush that once again. Shloka number 26. Mukta sango nagam vadi dhrutyutsaha samanvitaha siddhya siddhyor nirvikaraha karta satvika uchyate. Mukta sangaha. Sangha is attachment. Absolutely free of attachment. There is no attachment at all, either to the karma or to the karma phala. Attachment to nothing. Mukta Sangha, Anaham Vadi. I am not the one who is doing it. If at all we feel that we have done it, then it is called as Ahamkara, Aham Vadi. This is Anaham Vadi, not Aham. I am not the one who has done this. Then Dhriti Utsaha Samanvitaha. Dhriti is willpower. Utsaha is enthusiasm. All this must be done with enthusiasm and with a very strong willpower. Siddhya siddhyor nirvikaraha. Siddhi or asiddhi. Success or failure. Absolutely no difference. Both are accepted equally, equipoised. Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana. This we have already seen in so many shlokas. Siddhi, asiddhi. If you are nirvikara, then Krishna gives the certificate as you are Sattvika Karta. So this is for our analysis. Do we come under this category, or the next shloka is about, obviously it is about Rajasa, Rajasika Karta or Rajasa Karta. Shloka number 27. Ragi karma phala prepsuhu lubdho himsatmako shuchihi harsha shokanvitah karta rajasa parikirtitaka. Ragi. Ragi is not that Siridhanya Ragi. It is the one who has got attachment. One who has got raga is called as Ragi. Attachment to what? Attachment to people or persons. Attachment to objects. attachment to situations, attachment to the karma that we do. We have so many attachments. With the people, attachment is definitely there. That is why we say, this is for my husband, this is for my family only, because of attachment. Then, attachment with the objects. I want only this mobile, I want only this TV, I want only this saree. This kind of attachment is there. What we must understand is, Veda or Bhagavad Gita never says don't possess anything. Possess everything. Have as much wealth as you can earn. No issue on that. But without attachment, this is the toughest part in that. So this we have to be very, very careful. If I have this ornament, well, I will enjoy wearing this diamond chain, diamond necklace that I've got it done recently. Yes, enjoy that. But in case you lose that, something happens to it, you miss it, then how much pleasure I derived by wearing, exactly proportional to that will be my pain now. Isn't it? So here, Ragi, Rajasika Karta always has attachment. Then, Karma Phala Prepsuhu, he is always attached to the Karma Phala. It should be like this. If it is the other way round, then he is not able to accept it. That is, when we are attached to this Karma Phala, then if it is success, we are elated, we are on top of the world. If it is a failure, then what happens? Total, utterly shattered disappointment and depression. We see so many such people today's world. It's not that they were not there earlier. Now it is, we come to know because of the media, because of TV or WhatsApp or Facebook. So many different kinds of media is there. Because of that, we are able to come to know about it now. So don't think that in the earlier days it was not there. It was there. It will be there. People like us who are interested in Bhagavad Gita must learn this, must observe ourselves, not to observe the others. We must observe ourselves. Am I attached to this karma phala? If so, then I come under Rajasika Karta. Karma phala prepsuhu lubdho, lubdaha. Lubda is a greedy person. It's only one-way traffic. Everything should come to me. From me, nothing should go. This is called one-way traffic. I should gain everything. I should get and no give at all. It's only get. Get and forget. Give and forgive is not there. Only get and then forget. And then again, you have to get something more. So there is no limit for this. This is lubdaha. When we are this lubdaha, we become himsatmakaha. We are so greedy that we don't mind giving some kind of hurt to others. We may wound others, we may hurt others. I don't mind because I am greedy. I want this for myself. By hook or crook, I want it. So when we are greedy, we become himsatmakaha. Then ashuchihi. We take the adharma marga. We do not go legally. Illegal means of earning. Taking bribes. This is illegal. This is not according to our dharma. But why do we take them? Because I want more money. I am greedy. It's for myself and my family only. Because of this attitude, we become ashuchihi. Not pure. Not pure, not only in our actions. Even our words are not pure. Then what about the thoughts? Obviously, they are all impure. When this happens, what jnana can we gain? When we become ashuchi, jnana cannot dawn to us at all. The first and foremost condition is one should be pure, mind should be purified. For this purification only we are doing this karma. We are following the karma marga for purification of the mind. So, every karma that we perform should be used for the purification, for our inner growth. If we don't do that, then Rajasa karma, Rajasa karta, we get stagnated there. If you are Sattvika karta, you are moving forward in the path of spirituality. If you are Tamasa karta, we are going backwards in the path of spirituality. If we are Rajasa karta, then we get stagnated there. Neither forward movement nor backward movement. We get stagnated. Then Harsha Shoka Anvitaha. Full of either happiness or total sadness. Because we are attached to the karma phala. When it becomes success, then Harsha. If it is the other way around, then Shoka. Both the extremes are not right. That is why we have, when some birth takes place in the family, 11 days, Sutakam. We are not supposed to go to the temple. In the same way, when somebody dies in the family, again 11 days Sutakam is observed. This is what our Shastra says. You are not supposed to visit the temple or anybody's house, etc. What is the purpose? Birth means there is lot of joy. Death means there is lot of sadness, dukkha. Extremes of both sukha and dukkha are not right. One should be balanced, equipoised in it. So this kind of karta, one is ragi. He is always having attachment. One who has raga is ragi. Then karma phala prepsuhu is always attached to the karma phala. Lubdaha, greedy. Himsatmakaha, always troubling the others or hurting the others. Then ashuchihi, not pure mind. Harsha shokanvitaha, always filled with either pleasure or disappointment. Both pleasure and pain, extreme. It should not be taken in the other way. It is extreme of both harsha and shoka. Karta rajasaha parikirtitaha. This kind of karta, the doer, comes under the category rajasa karta, who gets stagnated there. Next shloka about tamasa karta. Ayukta prakrita stabdhaka shatho naishkriti kolasaka vishadi dirgha sutri cha karta tamasa uchyate. Ayuktaha. Ayuktaha is opposite of Arjava. What is Arjava? Mind, that is the thoughts, words and actions. All are synchronized in one line. They all fall in one line. Here Ayukta is opposite of that. Which means my thoughts are something, words are something else, and the actions are something else. Totally, they do not have any connection. All the Pancha Koshas pulling in different directions. When we do any kind of puja, assume that we are doing Abhisheka, then the hands are performing that action of Abhisheka. What is the mouth doing? Mouth is chanting Vishnu Sahasranama or Rudra, Chamaka, Namaka or any of these, any shlokas, anything that we know. Or simply Om Namah Shivaya or Sri Ram Jai Ram. Mouth is chanting that. Hands are performing that. What about the mind? Mind also, if it is focused totally on this. Mind is on God. Words are about God, that is the speech is about God, and the actions that we perform with our other organs are also about God or for God. How effective it will be. But we feel that so many times I am chanting Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Nama Japa, crores and crores I am doing. But there is no change in my life. Nothing good is happening to me. So I have stopped believing in God. I don't have any trust in God. I have stopped doing all the pujas. I have stopped chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. This is what a tamasa karta feels. Why? Because ayukta. Mind is going somewhere else. That person was doing Abhishekam. Probably the mouth also was chanting, but the mind was not at all focused. So that person does not see much of development or improvement in himself. When this ayukta takes place, no arjava, then this is what happens. Effect is very, very less. Not that effect is not there. We will be moving forward slightly, but if at all that becomes yuktaha, if the person is, mind is on that work, whatever work it is, need not be only puja. You are doing some other work. Mind should be totally concentrated on that. Focus on it. Then possible, if possible, anything that you speak, something good. Then the action, obviously, whatever work that you want to do, that work has to go on. If it is so, then it is yuktaha. Here this tamasa karta is opposite to that. Then prakritaha. Prakritaha is one is not cultured. Samskrita is very well cultured. Opposite of samskrita is prakrita. Animal behavior. Why do we call this as anything as animal behavior, or when do we call as animal behavior? I feel like doing something, I am doing it impulsively. This is called as animal behavior. For a dog does not think that, oh, Jyothi's class is going on here, I should not bark now, I should not disturb her. No such thoughts. Feels like barking, it barks. Same way we also behave. I feel like doing it, I am doing it. If it hurts other or not somebody else, I am not bothered. If it destroys something, that also I am not bothered. What is a consequence of my this kind of behavior? I am least bothered about it. This is prakritaha. Using unparliamentary words, unutterable words, vulgar words. This is prakritaha. Not only speech, any kind of our action which destroys some relationships, which destroys the atmosphere. The good atmosphere was there. Because of my behavior, it all became horrible, unmanageable situation. Because of thoughtless action. So if at all we perform like this, any of the actions are performed based on impulses, we react, not responding. If we don't properly analyze and then respond, then it is called as reaction. Somebody performs an action, we react to this. This is prakritaha, no manners. Then, with others, how to behave, how to respect the elders, how to respect all the sages. In front of them, how should be our behavior? With our friends, we need not behave like that. But with the elders or some respectable guests have arrived at home, how do we behave? It is different, isn't it? That is, we know the mannerisms or we know the etiquettes. There are so many books written on mannerisms and etiquettes. Whether to address a person as Mrs. or Miss. Paragraphs and paragraphs have written about it. Isn't it? What is all this? To make a person transform himself from prakrita to samskrita. That's all. Even our karma kanda is for that. All rituals are meant for this. From prakrita, one should become samskrita. From animal behavior to man behavior. And later, from man behavior to God behavior. This only is the sadhana. I behaved like an animal yesterday. Now I have realized I should not have done it. Okay. Situation has gone under, it was not in my control. It went out of control. I also behaved this way. The other person also behaved in that way. So at least from this failure, I have failed. From this failure, I must be able to learn a lesson. It should not be repeated next time at least. That is what is becoming samskrita from prakrita. Then stabdaha. Stabdaha is unbending. No, I am like this. that is being impolite. This is my way. I will not bend down to anybody. I will not listen to anybody. Stabda. Not bending to anyone. Then, shataha. Shataha is cheating. Always cheating somebody or the other. We find so many such people. Always they have some or the other way to cheat. They find some or the other way to cheat the others. Then, naishkritikaha. Naishkritika is malicious, harmful, dangerous people. Dangerous. You don't, by their look, they don't look dangerous. They are not looking like rakshasas or so. They look so nice. They look like wise people. But back of the mind, the thought is something else. The goal is something else. Behavior is something else, so that their goal gets achieved. Double standard people. We call them as double standard people. Isn't it? So that is naishkritikaha, malicious people, dangerous people, harmful people. Then alasaha, lazy. Always postponing something or the other. Not at all interested in doing any kind of work. Alasi. Vishadi. Always depressed. Always under tension. No happiness at all. If you look at them, you also get that. Ayyo, like this. That is why he said, Dhrutyutsaha samanvitaha. Dhruti with willpower, utsaha always. Enthusiasm should be there. Yes, I will do this. This is Vishadi, always depressed. Dirghasutri. Dirghasutri is always postponing things. Do this work. I will do it, but not now. Later, afterwards. You ask them later, they will say another 5 minutes you wait, I will do it. Always procrastinating. Always postponing things. That is Dirghasutri cha karta tamasa uchyate. Such a person is known as, that kind of karta is known by the name tamasa. Tamasa karta. So he has now beautifully categorized Satvika karta, Rajasa karta and Tamasa karta. Let us see what he says in the next shlokas. He has already categorized. First one is Tyagi, Tyaga. Then the next one, Jnana, Karma, Karta. 4 topics are already over. Now 3 more topics he is going to talk. Right now he is going to talk about 2 more topics. Buddhir bhedam dhruteshchaiva gunatas-trividham shrunu prochyamanam asheshena prithaktvena dhananjaya. Buddhihi bhedam. About buddhi also, what is the difference between Satvika buddhi, Rajasika buddhi, Tamasika buddhi. Then dhruti. Dhruti is what we have seen just now, willpower. Gunatas trividham shrunu. In this also, there are 3 categories, Arjuna. You listen to this. Prochyamanam, asheshena, pruthakwena. Differently, each one I am going to explain to you without leaving anything for you. Asheshena. For absolutely there is no homework from this teacher at all. Such a wonderful Jagat Guru, such a wonderful teacher he is. He doesn't give us any homework. Everything I am going to tell you, Arjuna. What is your homework now? Understand this. Manana, do the manana of this, contemplate on this. At least pick up a few points from them. Contemplate and assimilate, implement in your lives. So no topic is left behind by compassionate Krishna. He knows that Arjuna can understand, but what about the later people who are in Kali Yuga? They will not know anything of this sort. That is why he is explaining every single topic. Not that Arjuna has asked for this. Arjuna asked only about the difference between Tyaga and Sannyasa. He never asked about Buddhi. Tell me the differences of Buddhi. What are the different types of Buddhi, Dhruti? Nothing he has asked. By himself, Krishna is explaining this. Next one, shloka number 30, he talks about Satvika Buddhi. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha ya vetti buddhi sa partha satviki. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha. Pravritti. Pravritti is working. When to work, when to stop working. We keep on working. Even though we are 95, 98 years, we keep on working. So the doubt arises, shouldn't I work? If I am healthy, can I not work? Should I not work? Definitely one should work. But there is a limit to this. When we are 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, we do a lot of work. Later, slowly, the body also becomes slightly weaker and weaker. Mind also becomes weaker. When I am young, I do not have any interest in spirituality or Bhagavad Gita or Veda Shastra. Because I am busy with my family, raising my kids. If at all you have any interest in them, then people come and tell you, Jyothi, why do you want to learn it now itself? You can do it later when you get retired at the age of 60 or 70. Later, if you learn Bhagavad Gita, that is sufficient. Oh, then we also feel, yes, why now itself? Let me enjoy something else. Later, what happens? We get used to doing this kind of worldly activities. We are unable to come out of it. Taking care of the children over. They got married. They have their children now. Now it is my duty to take care of the grandchildren. Then grandchildren get married. Then their children. So how long will we keep on working? Once again, Shastra is not against working. When will you learn about yourself? Where is the time for self-enquiry? So here pravritti is karma marga, karma yoga also. Then nivritti, withdrawal. You have to withdraw yourself. Sometime or the other you have to withdraw yourself from these worldly affairs. That is why retirement is given. People work after retirement also. Nothing wrong in working. But keep some time a day only for this self-enquiry or study of our scriptures. Because karma marga pravritti does not give us moksha. We have to have knowledge of the self. Unless we go inward, we will not be able to reach him. We think that going outward means reaching him. Going inward means reaching him. Having the knowledge of the self, Atma. Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Why am I here? What am I doing? These are the 5 questions that we have to keep questioning ourselves, posing to our own selves, not to anybody else. So pravritti and nivritti. Nivritti is jnana marga, pravritti is karma marga. Pravritti is going out, extrovert, going outer and outer. Nivritti is withdrawing to within myself. Antarmukha samaradhya, bahirmukha sudurlabha. If you are bahirmukha, always going out and out and out, Paramatma will not be available. Sudurlabha. He will not be available. Or there it is she, Lalita Mata. We have to become antarmukhi. We have to go within and within. So pravrittim cha nivrittim cha. This buddhi. Which buddhi? Satvika buddhi. The buddhi which is able to discriminate between karma yoga and jnana yoga. What is pravritti? What is nivritti? Where to stop my work? When to stop the work? How to stop the work? How to do the work? If you know pravritti, then you should know nivritti also. It is not sufficient if you know only karma marga. If that discrimination is there in your buddhi, intellect, then this intellect is sattviki buddhi. Why does a Paramatma give so much of importance to this buddhi? In Kathopanishad, buddhi is called as the driver. This body is the chariot or the vehicle, and this intellect is the driver of this. If you want to go somewhere, the driver should be intimated first, which is the destination. I am going from Bangalore to Hyderabad. If I don't tell my driver where to take the vehicle, where will he take? Wherever he wants to take me, he will take me. If I tell him the destination is Hyderabad. So now he knows the destination, where to go. In the same way, where are we going? We are going from place to place, place to place. Where exactly are we all going? This goal should be set. Unless the destination is known, we will not know the path. If I said that I have to go to Hyderabad, then there may be so many paths. Which path is suitable to me, that I will pick up. I can go via one place, I can go via another place also to the same destination. Different paths are there. If I go through one path, then my relative's house is there, I can visit that place, then I will go, I'll take a break over there and then I will travel from there. So this is my interest over here. Okay, we can take up that path, but the driver should know. If the path is not known, how will the driver go? Okay, destination is known, path is not known. Now we have GPS. So we don't have any problem at all. Isn't it? GPS, positioning, global positioning system. So one of the gurus said that it is Guru positioning system. GPS is Guru positioning system. Guru is the one whom you should select first, and that person, that is the Guru, takes us in the right path. So we move through the right path. That is, the means should be known, destination also should be known. So this is pravritti, nivritti. If at all my driver is drunk, then what will happen? If the driver is drunk, definitely some accidents will take place. So here drunken driving means emotionally attached life. If I am attached emotionally to people, objects, situations, then it is like drunken driving. This may go anywhere. It will not reach that destination. It is not going the proper path. It is going here and there, haphazard way. Why? Because the driver is drunk. We don't want the driver to be drunk and driving the vehicle. In the same way, we should not be attached to anything by people, object, situation. Not easy, but we can try. Then karya karye bhaya bhaye. What is karya? What is akarya? What is the actual work that has to be done? What should not be done? Vihitam avihitam va sarvametat kshamasva. We have seen this in Shiva Manasa Puja. Vihitam avihitam. What should be done? Are we doing it? Panchamaha yajna should be done. Are we doing it? Akarya, some of these prohibited actions. By mistake, I may be doing this prohibited action. If I have this sattvika buddhi, then that buddhi will warn me. Don't do this. Jyothi, this is not right. This is akarya. This is your duty. This you do. Buddhi keeps on telling us there is something called viveka. We call this as discriminating capacity. It keeps warning us. Karya, akarya, bhaya, abhaya. Here, what is the source of bhaya? What is the source of abhaya? Why are we scared? A small baby, child also is scared. That is why thumb sucking. Child goes behind the mother only because the child feels that the mother only can give security to the child. My mother can give me that security. That is why I am always with my mother. For anything happens, the child starts crying, Amma, Amma, Amma. The child wants Amma. Because according to the child, only the mother can give that protection. Feels secured in the presence of the mother. Mother is there to take care of me. We also should feel this. No need to have any kind of fear. If at all, we understand that He is the one who is doing everything. He is my protector. He has given me this tough situation because He wants me to grow spiritually. Inner growth of me is expected by Paramatma. That is why He is giving me hurdles after hurdles in this life. In spite of chanting Bhagavad Gita, Ramanama, Om Namah Shivaya, Vishnu Sahasranama, I have to face so many hurdles in my life. many times we get doubts. There is no God at all. There is nothing like that. If at all we have Satvika Buddhi, then that Buddhi is telling us, that discriminating capacity is telling us, you are feeling scared because you are depending on something else. You feel that somebody else or some other object, some other situation can give you protection or security. When you feel this abhaya, when we know that I am that Atma, I am that Paramatma, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this buddhi, but I am that avyaya, eka bhava, I am that one. Then where is the question of fear? The source of fear is within our own selves, not with those animals or the people or situations. No, it is not in that. It is within ourselves. So bhaya or abhaya, the discriminating capacity is there in us. Then that buddhi, intellect, is Satvika Buddhi. See how much of importance Krishna is giving. Bandham moksham chaya veti. This buddhi is able to discriminate between what is bondage, what is liberation. When we know this, we will set the goal. At this time, at this juncture, the present goal may be different, but the final goal is that. Immediate goal is to learn Bhagavad Gita. The final goal is moksha. Immediate goal may be slightly different from this, but it is in that path itself. So, this kind of buddhi, which we call as Satvika Buddhi, knows the difference between bandha and moksha. Chaturvida Purushartha is there. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. This buddhi knows that dharma is needed. Kama, Dharma, Artha, you have to earn money. If everybody becomes sannyasi, who is going to earn money? Who is going to run the country? If everybody wears orange robes and sits in Himalaya and do tapas, there is nobody to do any kind of business. Economically, the country will not grow. So for that, everybody is needed. But where to draw a line? Some people feel that money should not be there at all. Some people feel that lot of money should be there. Both are wrong. It is not that money should not be there. Money should be definitely earned. We need money. To live, we need money. For sannyasis, they are not earning, but some grihasthashramis are giving them money, donating them money. Otherwise, how will they live? So money is needed, but where to draw a line? There should be some limit for it, and more than anything, there should be no attachment to that money. So that buddhi which knows the difference between bandha and moksha, buddhisa partha satviki, that kind of buddhi is called as Satvika Buddhi. Let us see what he says in the next shloka. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha karyam cha karyameva cha ayathavat prajanati buddhisa partha rajasi. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha karyam cha akaryam eva cha. So this person, that is this buddhi, this intellect is called as Rajasika Buddhi, by which dharma adharma. There is confusion between what is religious activity, what is irreligious activity, what is karya cha akarya. What is this worldly activity which is good, what is the akarya which is prohibited. It may be worldly. Generally, Rajasa is that which is always worldly, with attachment, but it is better than Tamasa. Ayathavat prajanati, wrong. Ayathavat means wrongly understanding. Prajanati, not only janati. Janati means knows. Prajanati at the highest level. He knows it, but how? Wrongly. He has understood, misunderstood that. Many times it happens to us also. We read Bhagavad Gita. In one place he said so, in another place he is saying something different. We do not understand that. So we misunderstand. About this casteism also it has happened like this only. He said that I have created these 4 jatis, castes. Based on what guna karma, that is not taken at all. Krishna is the one, your Hindu God is the one who has created all this casteism. So there should be no Sanatana Dharma, or Sanatana Dharma should be destroyed for this reason. Without understanding it properly, without even listening to it properly. Ayathavat means wrongly understanding. Buddhisa partha rajasi. That kind of buddhi is called rajasika buddhi. Material people think that possessing so many things, big house, wow, successful. Possessing a car which is in crores and crores, wow, he has attained success. More and more possession means it is success according to the materialistic people. According to spiritual people, renunciation is success. If at all there is any failure, we should be able to understand, learn a lot from the failure. But Rajasa Buddhi does not understand anything from failures. Rajasa Buddhi always wants only success. We'll see what is Tamasa Buddhi. Shloka number 32. Adharmam dharmamitiya manyate tamasavrita sarvarthan viparitamscha buddhisa partha tamasi. That buddhi is tamasi partha. Which one? Adharmam dharmamitiya. What is adharma? This buddhi thinks that that is only dharma. Adharmam dharmam iti. Manyate tamasavrita. Because he is with tamo guna. Highest level of tamo guna is there in him. So he feels that whatever he does is right. It may be adharma, but he says no. This only is dharma. I know it. This only is dharma. When you know it fully, 100% is known, there is no doubt. 0% known, there is no doubt. In between only we have doubts. If everything is known, there is no doubt at all, isn't it? If nothing is known, ignorance is bliss. Nothing is known. So he says whatever he does, that is only dharma. Dadharmam dharmamitya manyate tamasavrita. He says so because he is filled with tamo guna. Then sarvarthan viparitamscha. Whatever you take, he will take the opposite of that. You explain to him something, he will take viparita. Viparita means it's the opposite of that. Sarva artha viparita. You argue with him. He will be so strong in his argument that you start getting doubts. Oh, correct, what he says is so. This is how they are. That is, that tamasa buddhi is like this. This kind of buddhi is tamasa buddhi. Now the next 3 shlokas about dhruti. Dhruti is willpower. Again satvika dhruti, rajasika and tamasika dhruti. Let us see shloka number 33. Dhritya yaya dharayate manah pranendriya kriyaha yogena vyabhicharinya dhruti sa partha satviki. Dhruti. Dhruti is that sankalpa shakti, willpower. We need lot of willpower. If you want to take up any work, we need willpower. It may be just 3 days fasting. Only in the night I am taking food for 3 days only. First day, wow, successful. Second day, somebody was eating some laddu. I thought, why not I eat? Then I thought, no. Only 3 days, no. Let me follow this vrata. Next day, another sweet which is really my favorite was there. Then I thought, jane do. This vrata I will take up sometime else. Now, no vrata. Third day, nothing. I eat everything. We listen to Bhagavad Gita for 1 hour. Our alertness should be there forever. It's not for 1 hour. It should be there with us forever. Every fraction of a second we should be alert. Am I in the right path or not? So this kind of dhriti is needed for us. So Krishna says, dhritya, which dhriti is called as Satviki dhriti. Dhrityayaya dharayate manaha pranendriya kriyaha. By which dhriti, here he says, it is dharana shakti. That is the receiving, grasping power as well as holding back that power. That means taking the oath and holding it. Sustaining that. Yaya dharayate manaha pranendriya kriyaha. Manasu, prana, indriya. All these kriyas should be held back by that willpower. Otherwise what happens? Indriyas go in different direction. Why? Because manas is not strong. That willpower is not there. It should be very, very strong. Then even if the indriyas go in different directions, manas pulls it back. Come back, come back. Eyes want to see something very beautiful. Tongue wants to taste something very tasty. Wow, tasty food is there. Come on, eat it. Okay? Eat. Ice cream. Especially in summer, you feel like having ice creams. That too, so many different flavors are there to today's world. Why not I take this? Why not I take that? Okay, take, eat. One is sufficient. Indriya asks for more. It is hot now, so I can have 1 or 2 more. Have that. Then what happens? You fall sick. Not that we should not have, but there should be a control. Manas should be controlling these indriyas. Otherwise, indriyas keep on demanding. Manaha pranendriya kriyaha. Then, yogena avyabhicharinya. Avyabhicharini means going in all directions. Now, this should be avyabhicharini. That itself is a yoga. For example, we can take up this one vrata of speaking something good. Whatever I speak, I will think before. Deliberately I speak. Consciously I speak. This is one vrata that all of us can start taking up, at least for 1 day, 2 days. Whatever I speak today, I will consciously think and speak. Not simply blabbering something. Because somebody said something, I am reacting to that. I am also shouting back. It is not conscious action. We have to consciously speak. Speak something good. Some negative situations may come. But I have this strong willpower. I have decided that I will talk something good only. Let the other person speak anything negative, anything harsh, anything hurting me. No issue. I will stand by my willpower. At least for a day. So like this every morning, we take an oath like this. Today, I will speak consciously. Without thinking, I will not speak, I will not perform any action. So we can increase our willpower like this. Mana pranendriya kriya yogena avyabhicharinya. This itself is yoga. Avyabhicharini yoga. So Krishna calls this as one yoga. With this yoga, what is that yoga? Thought, speech and action, arjava, all are in one line, synchronized. Now, for us, many times we feel that meditation means no thought should be there. It is not so. One cannot become blank just like that. It is only guiding the thoughts in a proper direction. Let the thoughts be there, but guide them in the proper direction. Otherwise, what happens? They go here, they get scattered here and there. Once this thought, once that thought, everything comes over here. Instead of that, guide them, direct them in a proper direction. So, yogena avyabhicharinya dhritissa partha satviki. This kind of dhriti or willpower is satvika dhriti. Next shloka. Yaya tu dharma kamarthan dhritya dharayate arjuna prasangena phalakankshi dhritissa partha rajasi. Yaya tu dharma kamarthan dhritya dharayate arjuna. This Rajasa Dhriti is for dharma, kama, artha, but there is no moksha goal. Dharma, with such a willpower, he does all religious activities. He has got that kind of dhriti, willpower, that he performs all religious activities. What for? One is dharma, to get punya. Why should I get more and more punya? Because I want to become materialistically successful. In this materialistic world, in this worldly affair, I should be successful. So I am using that punya for dharma, kama, artha. Dharma, artha, kama. Artha is for our security. Kama, indulge in joys. Something beyond artha is kama. Luxurious life. Only for the sake of luxury. Earning money is not wrong. It's definitely right. But becoming greedy and hoarding money, not sharing with people who need, this is not right. So that kind of dhriti, this dhriti also is there. Please understand that. It is not that dhriti is not there. Dhriti or willpower is there. But for what? For worldly success only. That dhriti does not have anything to do with the spiritual activity. We all need dhriti for spiritual activities. If I am learning Bhagavad Gita, some people will come and say, why are you attending Bhagavad Gita? There is a nice new movie is getting released. Why don't we go there? You say no. Today I have decided that I will listen to this and I will learn the meaning of this. That kind of dhriti is needed. This dhriti, which is Rajasika dhriti, is meant for willpower, meant for only worldly success. Dharma kamarthan, then prasangena phalakankshi. Sangha is attachment. Prasanga, highest level of attachment. For what? Phala. Karma phala, akankshi. Intense attachment for karma phala. That kind of willpower is called Rajasika willpower or Rajasi dhriti. Next shloka. Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madameva cha na vimunchati durmedha dhritissa partha tamasi. Yaya swapnam, the dhriti. Which dhriti? By this willpower, what does he do? Swapna, bhaya, shoka, vishada, mada na vimunchati. He does not leave any of these. That kind of willpower he has got. What for? Not leaving this. Leaving what? Swapna, daydreaming. He keeps on daydreaming. You tell him, don't daydream like this. You start working. Then your dream will come true. No. That he does not want. But he is very happy daydreaming. Then bhayam. Bhayam is always there. For what? If I do this action, I may fail. Bhaya of failure. Because of that, this person does not do any work because of the failure. Bhaya. Shokam. Such people who do not do any work, obviously they will be always under shoka or sad. They are always sad. There is nothing, no work to do. There is work to do, but they are not doing. Then what else to do? Eating. That they do it very well. Then find fault with that food also. Shokam, Vishadam, always unhappy. Mada. But see the way they talk about themselves as though they only know everything. Nothing they do. They are ready to give you advice in every field. If you are a doctor, they will give you advice in that field. If you are an engineer, yes, that field also. Without having the proper knowledge, they are ready to give all kind of advices. Na vimunchati. This attitude Na vimunchati means they don't leave this at all. Durmedha, that medha, that buddhi is not at all good. It is always going in the wrong direction. That kind of dhruti is tamasi partha, tamasi dhruti. We have this uninterrupted power supply, UPS, isn't it? But we have that definitely, like in apartments and all, they have generators. In spite of having generators, it may take 1 second or 2 seconds. If the power goes off, these all the present generation works on online. Why only the present generation? We are also working online. So in case we lose it for even for a minute, it may mean a lot. So we have uninterrupted power supply, UPS at home. Most of the people have this at home. Power supply. Now the next shloka, Krishna says about happiness. Uninterrupted happiness supply or Ananda supply. Instead of UPS, we will make it as UAS, not USA, UAS. Uninterrupted Ananda supply. We will see in the next shloka, shloka number 36. Sukham tvidanim trividham shruno me bharatarshava abhyasadramate yatra dukkhantam cha nigacchati. Arjuna, I have already talked about 3 kinds of tyaga, jnana, karma, karta, buddhi and dhriti. One more topic is left, Arjuna. That is about happiness, about sukha. Sukham tu idanim. Now you listen to me, the 3 kinds of happiness that I am going to describe. Abhyasa dramate yatra. Happiness that is because of some kind of practice, which has come because of practice. Dukkhantam. You feel that it is ending my dukkha. We are all working for this. Everybody is in search of happiness. Where are we searching? Searching somewhere outside. Oh, if I have this car, I'll be happy. Yes, I bought this car. Very happy for a few days. Afterwards, now it doesn't give me any much happiness. Or in case something happens to the car, now I am sad. It was happiness, now it is sadness. That means all these externally which give us happiness will not be there with us permanently. We feel that they will end our dukkha, but they will not. We must have our own uninterrupted ananda supply within, not anywhere in the external world. It is there within. We must realize that. I should not depend on this person, this object, this situation for my happiness. Happiness is within me. When we come to know about this, then always it is blissful. Always it is bliss only, nothing else. Abhyasa dramate yatra. These 3 kinds, once again satvika sukha, rajasika sukha and tamasika sukha, all these are coming because of some kind of abhyasa, from practice. Anything we need practice. So Krishna says whether it is even tamasika sukha, it comes by practice. You have been practicing that kind of sukha, that is why you are getting. You feel that this is only the final sukha. There is no other sukha. When we eat ice cream, wow, how much we relish. There is no sukha beyond this. When we watch something very nice, maybe some dance program, wonderful program, then we feel, Abba, beyond this there is nothing else. This is the greatest sukha we feel, isn't it? So Krishna here says, all these have come because of some kind of practice. Now we should practice to have only sattvika sukha. Because this kind of sukha will stay with us longer. Then finally, When we get that Atma Jnana, then that kind of Sukha is going to be there with us forever. So even though Arjuna has not asked for this happiness, Krishna knows that everybody is in search of happiness. So he is telling all of us, keep this UAS. It is within you. Don't search for Ananda anywhere else. First of all, try to understand, have the discrimination between what is Rajasika, Tamasika and Satvika Sukha. Then come to this Satvika Sukha and then you go beyond that too. So in the next classes, we will learn about these three kinds of Sukha and what Krishna is going to teach later to Arjuna in the rest of this 18th chapter. Now one catalyst which can push us heavily from behind to march forward in the path of spirituality is Nama Smarana. Nama along with that Smarana. This should go hand in hand. It is not mechanically that we can keep on chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. It should not happen mechanically. The mind, Arjava should be there. Thought should be there. Action should be there. Speech should be there in one direction. Then only we become Yuktaha. Otherwise our Buddhi becomes Ayukta, what we have seen just now. So let us all keep chanting Ram Nam or any Namasmarana and keep having that kind of thought. That is God thoughts or what we can call as spiritual thoughts in the mind always. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Hari Om.